Welcome to the Daily Decant, your 5-minute briefing on the world of wine. Each episode delivers practical insights to help you choose, order, and talk about wine with more confidence in everyday social settings. Let's get into today's decant. Today is the Sunday wrap of Back to Basics week, and I want to start with the reason this week existed. Wine is supposed to be enjoyable, not intimidating and not a performance, not a test. It's fermented grape juice that humans have been making and drinking for thousands of years, and the pleasure of a well-chosen bottle shared with good people on an ordinary evening is one of the genuinely simple, accessible, deeply human pleasures available to anyone. The knowledge we've covered this week is not meant to make you more sophisticated. It's meant to remove the friction between you and that pleasure. That's the whole point. So let's recap what we covered. Monday, we talked about how wine is actually made. Fermentation is yeast eating sugar and producing alcohol. Red wine gets its color and tannin from skin contact. White wine is made from juice without the skins. Rosé is in between. Oak aging adds texture and flavor and needs restraint, and those are the only process concepts you actually need to know. Tuesday, on how to read a wine label. Old world wine labels tell you all the place, New World labels tell you the grape. The producer name is the most important quality signal on any label. The vintage tells you when the grapes were harvested. Classification systems, when they appear, tell you about the quality tier, aging, or ripeness. And the alcohol percentage is a reliable signal about body and style. Wednesday, we talked about how to taste wine. Look, smell, taste. At each stage, ask the right questions rather than chasing specific vocabulary. Does it smell good or bad? Is the fruit red or dark? Do you smell oak? Is the acidity high or low? Are the tannins present or barely there? How long does the finish last? Your answers are valid regardless of whether they match or what's printed on the back of the label. The more you practice this framework, the more useful it becomes. And the single best way to build a useful palate is to drink with attention rather than performance. The glass of wine you spend 2 minutes actually noticing rather than just consuming teaches you more than 100 glasses you drink on autopilot. Thursday, we talked about how to order wine at a restaurant without anxiety. Scan the list for layout, identify your budget, use a sommelier as a resource, not an adversary. Be specific about food, budget, and general preference rather than trying to perform knowledge you don't have. A tasting ritual is a quality check for faults, not a preference test. Sending back only for genuine faulty wines, and tipping, make sure you do it on the full bill at your standard rate. Friday, we talked about the 6 grapes. Cabernet Sauvignon for structured, tannic, age-worthy reds, Pinot Noir for elegant, food-friendly, seductive reds, Chardonnay for the most versatile white in the world, from lean and mineral to rich and buttery, Sauvignon Blanc for crisp, aromatic, immediately appealing whites, Riesling for the world's most underrated white, from bone dry to nobly sweet, and always worth exploring. And Grenache is the wild card, showing up in the Chateau Neuf de Pope, Priorat, and Rioja, always worth knowing. Saturday, we talked starter collection, an everyday reds from the Côte d'Iron, an interesting red from the Cru Beaujolais, a crisp white from the Basque Country, a richer white from South African Chenin Blanc, traditional method sparkling from the Loire, and a serious Tavel Rosé. This whole collection, under $150 total, and every occasion covered. And if I had to reduce this entire week to 3 sentences for your wallet or your phone, 1. Wine is fermented grape juice, and the grape, the place, and the winemaker's choices explain everything about what's in the glass. 2. Read Old World labels for the place and New World labels for the grape. Ask for a recommendation and be honest about your budget and food. And taste wine with curiosity rather than performance. 3. No sticks grapes well and the rest spills in on its own. That's the whole cheat sheet. Take it with you. And one more thing, because this is where I want Back to Basics week to leave you. Wine knowledge is not a destination you arrive at. It's a practice. Every bottle you open with a little curiosity, every label you read, every recommendation you take, every glass you taste with attention adds to a personal library that nobody can take away from you. The people who are the most enjoyable to drink wine with are not the ones who know the most. They're the ones who are genuinely interested. Be interested. The knowledge follows naturally. Next week, we're going to go somewhere new on the show. Stay subscribed, and I'll see you Monday. That's today's Daily Decant. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe and share with your friends so you can continue building your wine knowledge in just a few minutes a day. See you tomorrow for the next decant.